Hello everyone, Happy New Year! This is Michelle speaking. So in this video, we are introducing our new released 600 brew system. So I will introduce one by one later. This is a mesh Lauter tank. It is very easy to combine these two functions into one tank. So we can have the look at the details. So firstly, we can say this one is a grain out door. We also call it Venus door. So when we open it, we can see the details of the grain breaker system and the sieve plate on the bottom, and you also have the wort collection pipeline on the bottom, and you also have another back flushing, which is the CIP cleaning of the bottom of the sieve plate after you finish the meshing and the laundering process. Okay, close this door. Oh, another one, this is a grain chute. After you finish the meshing and the laundering process, you will have this grain chute and have the spent grain out, and you will have another box here to move it around. It's better to send it to the farm. It is very good food for the pigs and for the other animals. Okay, so we see, have a look at this one. This is a balance tank. So it is glass top and on the pipeline of the back flushing, and also from this one to the another tank to balance the pressure between this one and also inside of the tank. You can open this valve to control the pressure equal inlet and outlet. Okay, so on the top side we can say that this one is a motor of the grain breaker system, and which is a VFD speed controllable on the control cabinet. And on the back side, we can see there is a small grease case. So in this one, you can have also the hydrator to mixing the grain and the water, mixing and draw into the meshing tank with a proper ratio. And another side, there is another auger system. So we haven't put it here, but later I will show you a picture on the bottom. So the auger system will supply all the malt from another room, which is here. This side will be a door. So augers fixing the grease case into, and the hydrator adding water and mixing drop into the mesh tank. Okay, so later we will go to the top side and have a look of the inside. Okay, we are on top side of the platform, and for the two tanks, it's very easy to access to. So firstly, we look at this one, this mesh Lauter tank. The mantle is glass type. It's very easy to see the motions inside of the tank. So from top side to the bottom, we can see clearly about the grain breaker system and also the sieve plate. So inner there is another spudging ring, which is to spudging the hot water after the laundering process to wash the grain and get enough wort for the kettle process. Okay, so inside there is another CIP cleaning bowl, which is very important after you finish the brewing process to clean the tank for the next brew batch. Okay, on top side there is many valves, which will be the hot water inlet, the spudging water inlet, and also the CIP cleaning. This one is hot water to the hydrator. Here side there is two valves. So this one is for the tap water coming inlet, and this one is coming from the hot water tank. So these two valves will be enabled to mixing the hot water and the tap water to get the proper temperature before going into the meshing system. Okay, for this system we have a new device here. We call it the sampling station. So it's very easy for you to get the samples from during the backflow process or from meshing process to the kettle system. So this one is a sample valve, very easy, and this one is a side glass. And also here you can get the water after you testing the sugar degree from here and washing hand and doing the test of the sugar degree before and after the boil process. Okay, next let's look at the kettle Whirlpool tank. It's a glass manhole, very easy to monitor the working station inside. So when we open it, it's very clean inside of the tank. There isn't too much thing inside of this tank, but it's very important for you to do the boiling process for more than 1 hour, and also the Whirlpool process. So on the side of the tank, there's a Whirlpool inlet. We also call it the tangential inlet, which enable the wort coming in tangentially, and with the power of the centrifugal the pump, the wort will whirlpool itself, and finally the sediment will coming down, and the Whirlpool process will be finished. Okay, for this tank we have an indoor conditioning pipe. So this will help you to extract the steam during the boiling process, and later I will show you on the back side. Okay, that's too much thing about the platform on top side, and we can see more details here. On the bottom of the platform there is a water pump, which is also speed controlled by this control cabinet. We have the multiple the pipeline to different direction, which is for different function and stages during this whole mashing process. And so the ball valve, the butterfly valve, very easy to operate for open and close. And also on top side here is the control cabinet, which is the most important part to supply the water to control the wort, and also operate the grain system. So let me introduce one by one. Okay, firstly we can have a look inside. So all the components we are using Schneider, the international brand. Quality is very stable, and you can also source the parts locally. But don't worry, it's very stable, and the quality is assured, and the warranty for a long time. It's very stable. And this one is done for the VFD device. We can show the panel here, which is a speed control. You can control the speed of the pump and also the grain system by this nut. So very easy to operate the speed. So from the top side, we can see different, we call it the PID meter. So this one is a mash Lauter temperature, and this one is a boil temperature, which is this tank, and this one is a hot water temperature. That one is a double size of the from the mashing system to store the hot water, and also to save the exchanging the tap water back into the hot water tank to supply to the next brew batch. This one is a water temperature. This one is an optional function, which is we add it after the plate heat exchanger. So that means the temperature that will go into the fermenter. So the temperature we are showing here to make sure it is a correct time to add the yeast, in case temperature is so high and the yeast will be dangerous. Okay, so this is the on-off switch of the Ricker knife, hot water pump, and a water pump. So there is another function which is also the optional. You can tell us if you want to add to your order as well. The flow meter is also on backside of the plate heat exchanger. It also measures the final amount of the wort that has already changing the temperature, cold crashing, and go into the fermenter. Very accurate. The brand we are using is the German IFM brand. High accuracy and long lifetime. This is the plate heat exchanger. For this 600 brew system, we use the size of this PHE is 6 square meter. Very high efficiency to cold crash the wort from the boiling temperature down to 20 degrees Celsius within 30 minutes. Very high speed. And before the PHE, there is a hops filter. So we also call it the wort filter to make sure all the worts going to the plate exchanger have been filtered. And after the PHE, so this is the flow meter. Just now we mentioned the flow meter, and then after that we can see here is a temperature probe. So this is the temperature we capture on the control cabinet after cooling, after cold crashing, and the temperature will be proper and go into the fermenter. So on top side, this one is an oxygenation device. So that means that the wort after cold crash, it will need enough oxygen before it is going to the fermenting process. And here is a side glass. It will enable you to have a look of your the wort before it is going out. And this side is the yeast adding tank. So that means you can add the yeast at this stage, and also some brewers they prefer to add the yeast inside of the fermenter, both okay. Now I'm at the back side of the brew system. You can see this is the conditioning indoor condensing pipe. It will be connected to the tap water, or even you can use also the glycol water here. So inlet and outlet to extract the steam to the bottom and connect another hose to the drainage. So this is the hops filter before the PHE, and you can also see on the back side is the steam, the pipeline. This pipeline will be able to connect to the steam generator and also to supply the steam into the steam heating jacket of each tank. So for this system, you total have 3 tanks have steam heating jacket. The first one is mesh Lauter tank, will enable you to do the multiple step mashing process. And the second one is the kettle tank. So this is very important for you to do the kettle process. And another one is that side, the hot water tank. This is a fermentation area. We total have 5 sets of fermentation tank, and each of them is 600 liters. So we are calling the liters of the tank. So that is a nominal volume of this tank. So we also have extra 25% head space for the fermentation process. So don't worry. So let's have a look at the details this tank. So for this customer, he required the level tube, which is enabled to monitor the level station inside of the tank at the same time. And we add this level sticker, so you can see the volume of this tank inside. It is a slim type, so because the customer, the premise limited, and we wanted to save more floor space, but the ceiling height is enough, so we make it the slim side. And so on each side, this side we will install the sampling valve. On this side there will be another the carbonation fittings, and here side will be a pressure gauge, and on this side will be the sponding valve. Okay, so on the bottom here is the beer outlet, and we also add a rotary racking arm for this tank. The racking arm will be able to rotate from the bottom to the top side to enable you to get out the beer as clear as it is. On the bottom of this tank, that is the drain valve. Considering it is slim tank, so with the side manhole for each tank, and it's very easy to access to. When you open it, you lose this nut and open, and you can see the details inside. The top side is a cleaning bowl, and we do the passivation inside. All the details, it's very clean for you to do the fermentation process. There is another thing we almost forget. So this one, the glycol water pump. This is the pump will supply all the cooling source to each tank. So we can see from the direction here, the water will come out from the glycol water tank into the glycol water pump. It coming out, and we go to 2 directions. So this direction will head into the brewhouse system, so that will go into the PHE to cold crash the wort after the boiling and Whirlpool process. And another direction will go into the fermenter. So for each fermenter, it is double layer with insulation and also with the dimple jacket as is a cooling jacket. So the inlet is bottom. For each tank, it will have the branch inlet, and also go into the other side of another 2 fermenters. After coming back, so we'll come from the top side and go together and back into the glycol water tank. So this is a closed loop. Okay, thanks for your watching. That is almost everything about this system. Also, there will be more details we can introduce to you. If you are interested in this system, please don't forget to send us a message or send us the email. We will reply to you as soon as possible. So our sales representative is specialized in speaking English, German and Spanish language, and we are also very active on YouTube channel, Facebook and Instagram. So just remember to subscribe our channels, and we will take you surprise all the time. Okay, thanks for your watching, and see you next time. Bye.